Have you ever witnessed a fishing vessel harvesting hundreds of tons of fish in just one trip out to sea? This grand spectacle is certainly awe-inspiring. During the fishing process, the most suspenseful moment is when the net is pulled up from the ocean floor, accompanied by the overflowing joy of fishermen when the harvest is a success. Today, we're going to explore how these vessels are able to catch such an enormous amount of fish. So, how do these vessels manage to catch hundreds of tons of fish? Sardines are a type of fish belonging to the herring family, widely distributed across the world's oceans. They have appeared in the Mediterranean as well as the Atlantic coasts of Spain, France, and England. In the waters of North America, sardines are also plentiful. This species is not only economically valuable, but also provides significant income for coastal fishermen. That's why modern fishermen usually catch sardines in their natural habitat rather than farming them, as their life cycle is not suitable for artificial breeding. Fishermen mainly use purse seine nets to catch sardines, while also following sustainable fishing practices to avoid overexploitation and maintain the balance of the marine ecosystem. Fishing techniques and locating equipment also play an important role in this process. Most sardine fishing takes place at night, when fishermen use sonar to locate the fish schools. Once the location is identified, the net is dropped to encircle the school and trap the fish, which are then immediately transferred to cold storage. The sardine fishing industry has a history spanning hundreds of years. In the past, fishermen relied on human strength, using their hands to haul nets onto the boat. However, as demand for sardines increased, more efficient fishing techniques were developed, leading to advancements in fishing nets, especially purse seines, that significantly improved catch efficiency. Purse seines are massive nets that are dropped vertically from the boat into the water to surround fish schools. This technique allows fishermen to harvest a large quantity of sardines in a single catch, boosting production efficiency. During the Industrial Revolution, the fishing industry underwent a major transformation, and sardine fishing was no exception. The advent of mechanization changed how fishing, processing, and distribution were conducted, resulting in a significant increase in output and efficiency. Without machinery, hauling in hundreds of tons of fish at once would be nearly impossible. That's why modern fishermen are equipped with cranes and other devices to streamline the process. Each time the net is pulled up, the impressive sight often leaves onlookers in awe. It's a moment of abundant harvest, when humans seem small against the vast ocean. Yet with the help of innovation and tools, we can conquer nature. Large vessels and giant fishing nets make the catching process easier. Once harvested, the sardines are transported to processing plants to meet consumer demand around the world. Sardines play an important role in the culinary cultures of many countries, beloved for their rich flavor and high nutritional value. Like all food products, ensuring the safety and quality of sardines is crucial. Freshly caught sardines are brought to canning facilities, where they undergo inspection and sorting. Any damaged or low-quality fish are discarded at the outset. Then, workers clean the fish, removing impurities and dirt to ensure suitability for further processing. At the plant, the sardines are washed, their heads removed, and they are processed using methods such as smoking, frying, or steaming. Finally, the fish are packed into dry cans, usually accompanied by olive oil, sunflower oil, soybean oil, or sauces like tomato sauce or chili sauce. Once the cans are filled with sardines and other ingredients, they are sealed to prevent air and bacteria from entering. These cans then undergo sterilization, usually at high temperatures, to kill bacteria, ensure food safety, and extend shelf life. Do you know how people living in extremely cold regions preserve their food? Imagine living in a place where winter temperatures regularly drop below 20 degrees and can even reach 60 degrees, a place where farming and livestock raising are impossible. And going outside to buy food is extremely difficult. In such circumstances, frozen rivers become the main food reserves, and people fish beneath the thick ice to meet their basic survival needs. Let's find out how they catch fish under such thick ice. How do farmers in freezing regions catch fish to store food for winter? After the cold sets in and the water surfaces freeze, fish still survive in the rivers and lakes. In fact, the temperature under the ice usually stays around 0°, even though the surface may be as cold as 20°. Thanks to this, fish can survive and become an important protein source for people during winter. Ice fishing is a challenging activity, especially suited for those who love winter fishing. Similar to traditional fishing, the first step is identifying where fish tend to gather. Experienced fishermen often know the areas where fish are most active. During winter, fish typically swim to deeper, warmer waters to avoid the cold. When the ice is broken, fish are more likely to bite because they gather in areas with higher oxygen levels. After the ice is broken, fish concentrate in these spots, increasing the chances of catching them. Farmers take advantage of this opportunity to catch some fish and store food. This becomes a vital food source for locals during harsh weather conditions, when agriculture cannot provide other food options, making fishing an essential part of daily life. In cold climates, the ice layer is often more than 30 cm thick, with an added thick layer of snow. Therefore, to catch fish, people need to drill a hole in the ice. If they have the proper tools, they can use a drill or saw to make a small hole, making it easier to drop a fishing line or place a net. Although labor-intensive, this process is crucial. Without knowing how to properly break the ice or choosing the right spot, fishing could be dangerous and ineffective. If using a fishing rod, people only need to drill one hole in the ice. But if using a net, they must drill 2 holes to set the net beneath the ice, increasing the catch's effectiveness. Farmers will lower the net through one hole and then pull it through to the second hole to trap the fish. Locals, with hundreds of years of experience, are very familiar with the waters and fishing techniques, which allows them to harvest a significant amount of fish. Local fishermen also organize group fishing activities, where everyone works together to pull the net under the ice, catch a large quantity of fish, and then share the catch to take home and store in freezers for the upcoming winter. Many strong men gather on the thick ice, clearly dividing tasks. The more experienced ones handle breaking the ice using drills, wooden tools, or shovels. Once ready, they drop the nets into the prepared spots and work together to pull them up. Using nets is always more efficient than fishing individually, but it requires coordination and teamwork. After the catch, people take the fish home to cook or freeze for storage. In the upcoming harsh winter, ensuring a reliable stockpile of food is absolutely essential. Locals preserve fish by freezing, often slicing them thin to eat raw without further processing. This is a culinary tradition of the community. Other types of fish are commonly fried or smoked, becoming a regular part of each family's daily meals. At the end of the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.